All right, ready? I don't know what to say.
We've done it 100 times.
Okay.
It's the same as usual.
Welcome to the Hoot and Holla podcast. I'm Candace. You can catch me on the social medias at Dabs of Candy, and she is.
I am Whitney, and you can catch me on the medias at Wit Sparkle Shine.
Hey, thanks for tuning in today. We have a great show. If you're listening to this on your favorite podcast app, you can also watch this episode on YouTube at Hoot and Holla TV. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And get, the latest notifications when we post a new episode, which we do that every Friday.
Yep.
Okay. Also, while you're doing that, go ahead and follow us on social media at Hoot and Holla TV. That's HOOTNHOLLA TV.
It's kind of covered up a little bit, but it's okay. You get the point.
It'll be on the screen. About right in here.
Yeah.
Today's episode is sponsored by air conditioning
because
we have officially entered Armageddon summer.
Yes. Good God.
It is so hot and boob sweat is real. Okay.
Yes.
As we was at church today, and I was outside talking to some of my cousins, and one of my cousins said, all right, I see y'all. It's hot out here. That is a great exit because it's true. It's like, we probably need to go.
We done.
We're starting sweating areas that I don't want to sweat in. So let me get in this. Let me get in this truck and go.
My least favorite thing about summer is when women pay you with their boob money, with their bra money in the summer, and they hand it to you and it's damp.
Yeah, I don't like that feeling. It's like, just lay it on the table. I'll grab it.
We'll air it out later. It's not a good feeling.
Yeah, it just makes you angry to be this hot. You just go outside, oh my God, why is it hot?
You can't get naked enough.
You can't.
I walk in the door and instantly strip.
That's why if I had to choose between being hot or being cold, I would rather be cold because I can put on layers.
You put on blankets and heating pads.
I can remember that real quick. But when you hot, there's only so many layers you can take off before you become indecent.
Yeah.
And you can't walk out in public like that. But you throw a coat on in the wintertime, you could. But you can't be out here.
Cute hats and stuff.
Yeah, they got all kind of fashions for it. But when it's hot, some of y'all take it too far.
Yeah.
Some of y'all take it too far.
Yep.
And some people just can't wait for it to be warm before they put their sandals and shorts on. It's like, dude, we had one gust of wind, and now you got on a whole short set. Come on now. You know how our weather is. It's kind of bipolar.
It is bipolar for a while. We'll have 3 warm days. Everybody's like, oh, spring is here. And then it goes back down to 26 at
it's
night.
like, where's my coat? And I just put that up.
And it's like we have first winter, second winter, first fall, second fall. We have teasers.
Yeah.
And then when it finally gets hot.
Man, it's here to stay. It don't go away.
Satan's armpits for 4 months.
Winter doesn't come back and say, hold on. We left something.
Yeah, they don't come back.
Once that heat hits, that's it.
The end.
So y'all stay cool out there. Get under some air conditioning. Sleep under that fan tonight because you're going to need it.
Yes. Mine have been on for a solid 3 weeks now.
Right.
No break.
So you have a question you would like to ask the class? Go ahead
I
with it.
do have a question. Mm-hmm. I realize that I sound like a stoner with some of my questions, but these are just thoughts. That come to this brain.
She is completely sober, guys, under no influences other than just under her own influences. Being left alone with her thoughts is the only influence that she has.
Y'all leave me alone and this is what happens.
But it's a good question.
Does a straw have 1 hole or 2? Because it's technically 1 hole all the way through, but it has 2 openings.
This is a good question. And you can flip it, Mm-hmm. So maybe it's ambidextrous. It could ambidextrous. It could be either or. It could be the 1 hand or it could be the 2 hands. I know I put that hand back down. Hush.
I'm just thinking about our last episode, number 1 hand and number 2 hand. That's all I can think about.
I'm glad that's setting your spirit real good. Well, we're talking about straws right now.
I know. All right. So I actually, let me.
Oh, she brought a prop, guys.
Let me see.
Look at here. We never have props.
Right. So it has a hole there. and a hole there. But that's technically the same hole.
Yeah, but it's two opposite ends. I think the answer is 2. I think the answer is 2.
My eye says it's 1.
Yeah, but if you can flip it over and see the same thing that you just saw, it's the same.
It's the same hole as it was a second ago.
I think it's still 2.
I don't know.
Because if you close that up, then that will be 1. 1 hole. Yes.
I don't know.
Not your head in agreement. Yes.
I don't know. It seems like 1.
Okay.
I need people to comment and tell us their opinions.
It's clearly 2. That's what I think. She thinks it's 1. Which one of us is right, guys? Y'all let us know. So, speaking of imaginations, because she's imagining that that's 1 hole, and I'm telling you this too.
Uh-huh.
I have a little 4-year-old cousin, and she is little woman.
She's been here before.
Yeah, definitely been here before. I call her Shorty McGraw. So for the story, her name is Shorty McGraw. I don't know where that name came from. I made up. So Shorty McGraw was playing with my other little cousins one day, and she was like, I guess she got mad about something. So she comes walking through the house, and she goes, sits on the bed, crosses her legs, and put her hand under her chin, and she's like, I'm a vampire. I said, well, you're a vampire? Yeah. I said, what makes you think you're a vampire? And she like points to her teeth. And I said, oh, okay. Well, that makes sense. I see how you could think you're a vampire at 4 years old. I understand. But I said, vampires don't live in this kind of environment. I said, baby, it's too much light in here. Vampires don't do well with the light. And she says, so she gets down. Oh no, actually, she gets down off the bed. And by the way, she has sunglasses on. She just went and put the sunglasses. I don't know where that came from.
I'm a vampire.
She put the glasses on, and then she instantly was like, I'm activated my vampire mode. But anyway, so she gets off the bed and walks into the bathroom. The lights are off. And she's like, I like dark. I said, you do? Yeah, I like dark. I said, because you're a vampire? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So now I have a 4-year-old little cousin who's also a vampire and just graduated pre-K. So there you go.
Yay!
Congratulations to you, kid.
Yay!
You win the trophy.
You can be in sunlight. Good job.
I think I don't think she's graduated from vampirism, if that's the thing.
If it is vampire school a thing.
Maybe. I don't know.
Poor kid. It's going to be hard out there.
Well, that's life in Mississippi, having a great imagination.
Yes.
We don't have a bunch, but we make do with what we got.
There's not a lot else to do.
Right. So speaking of Mississippi, that's what we're talking about today.
Yeah.
Living in Mississippi or just growing up in the South, however you want to put it. You know, these are just, some thoughts.
It's all pretty much the same.
First thing I want to start off with and ask you, what came first, the Mississippi River or the state of Mississippi? Did we have the river, of course, it sees as far as its existence.
Yeah, but you're talking about the name.
Being named, yes. Mississippi.
If I remember right, the state was named after the river, right?
You are correct.
Yay!
Yeah, the Native Americans.
Look at my Mississippi
of
history.
course, I think the Native Americans maybe called it like the big river, whatever. And then, the French came in and put their little spin on things. And it
Mississippi.
was kind of like that. Seriously. It was spelled differently. It was spelled, I'll spell it for you. It was spelled MISI-ZIIBI. So it was pronounced pretty much the same, but that's MISI.
And let me visualize it.
ZIIBI.
Mississippi.
Yeah, just something like that. Yeah, it's very French.
And we're like, Mississippi.
See, we exquisite. Y'all thought we was just out here lollygagging and just a goofy old Southern state. We got some culture over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we do. It's a lot of different people here,
Yeah.
Got a few native, the whole state is, it's got all kind of Native American names all the way through it and French names and stuff like that. And I think that's just...
Sorry, I keep yawning.
I don't know if that's mainly just the southern states or...
I don't know.
I don't know because, like I said, there's so many different Native American names in the state, period.
Yeah. Yeah. White people. Yeah, we'll leave that alone.
They're called pilgrims.
Pilgrims.
Okay. Pilgrims.
They were just a peaceful people.
Weren't they?
Yeah, very.
By the way, speaking of people, we are not the people of Wal-Mart.
No, my God, no. I feel like that is the thing. Like people think Mississippi and they're like, it's just like going to Walmart. It's the people of Walmart. We are not the people of well, all of us are not the people of Walmart.
That's what I was going to say. It's like, it's just like when you see that news story, breaking news, and the people in the community, and they're like, you know what, we got to interview somebody for this story.
Oh my God.
And they go pick the most uneducated, most ridiculous person.
No teeth, no bra, just hair and curlers, a moo-moo on.
It's like there's a dude with a 3-piece suit right there that you could have talked to.
And you talked to Bertha.
Or just well-groomed person over here.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't go talk to her?
Yeah.
I said, you're making us all look bad.
You talked to Bertha down the street.
Yeah.
Oh, Bertha.
Yeah, so it's like, I understand why they would think that. And I've been in Walmart a couple times and like, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is why they think that.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, it's been a couple times, it's like, I can't believe when things happen on the news in Mississippi. When Mississippi makes the news in general,
oh God,
it's normally not good.
No.
It's normally, so when we actually make the news and it's good, it's like about time.
Yeah, I know,
I'm tired
right?
of they looking at us.
I know.
Thinking we're uneducated. And, you know, and it's just so untrue. Like, there are, like anywhere else, there are uneducated people here.
Yeah.
There are some backwoods people that's like, Lord, I wouldn't take you out in public
like
for nothing in the world.
You married your cousin, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Alabama's history. That's not ours.
That's some inbreeding.
That's not our testimony.
Genes right there. Well.
No, that's
I've met a few.
That's Alabama fans.
Okay. Okay.
Sorry, Alabama. I love y'all too. So what else do you think that is like a misconception for?
We're not all conservatives.
Mm-hmm.
No comment.
Yeah, sure. We're not. I would say this. There is a good majority of all the old people ain't died yet. So there's a lot of people that are not very open-minded.
Yeah.
About just the work. It's like they don't understand that the world is bigger than Mississippi.
Yeah.
It's like they don't
understand. That's all they've known. They haven't traveled. Right. They haven't.
Especially like the older generation. It's not their fault because they only experienced what they experienced. They didn't have either the means to do so or they didn't have the desire to do so or didn't know how to do so. So it's not their fault. But yeah, there's more to the world than what you see in Mississippi. And if you live in Mississippi, go out and explore other areas and states and stuff.
Yeah.
And you know, get yourself a little culture.
Yes.
You know, if everybody would be a little bit more open-minded, I'm not saying everything, you know, because there's some things that you got to have your line in your saying. You got to have morals and values in here. But there's just certain things that you should just open your mind to because it's a bigger world out here than just what Mississippi offers. I wish we had more opportunities in some things. But, you know, it is what it is. We are the poor state. I mean, I'm just saying.
Are we or is Alabama below us?
I don't know. That's what they say all the time. I feel like we the poorest state sometimes.
It does feel like it. Yeah.
Yeah. But we learned that, you know what, though? And it can't be just a Southern thing. It's got to be just a human thing. Like we've learned to do a lot with very little.
Yeah.
I would say. So, you know.
It's true.
Mississippi's cool. Hey, you know what? I was asking Whitney before we started, did you know what our state song was? Of course, she didn't know because I didn't know, to be honest with you. I know. I've
never heard
it. Yeah. So our state song used to be Go Mississippi. Our new song is now, I think it's what, One Mississippi?
One Mississippi. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to play a snippet of the old one. And she gonna play a snippet of the new one, and then we finna talk about it because
the old one, man.
Okay, disclaimer. Okay, I'll just let you listen to it. Okay, ready? Here we go.
States may sing their songs of praise with waving flags and hip hoorays. Let cymbals crash and let bells ring.
No.
'Cause here's one song I'm proud to sing. Go Mississippi, keep rolling along. Go Mississippi. Mississippi.
Are you excited?
Cannot be wrong.
You cannot be wrong. That's the problem.
Mississippi, we're singing your song.
I feel like that's enough.
S-I-S-S-I-P-P-O.
We had to spell it because most people can't.
That is a wonderful song. Why we ain't? I don't know why they didn't teach us this.
Oh my god!
They should have told us this in school. That song is wonderful.
Is it?
I would bump that now.
Is it?
I just did.
I just did.
I like
I ain't
it.
never died, not once. I just did. I
You
swear.
owned it today. You are definitely owned it today. But I like that.
I
They should
mean,
play this at all the football games because it's definitely a fight song.
it definitely does sound like a fight song.
It is definitely
for
a
some
fight song.
college.
It is very uplifting.
Mm-hmm.
We've told you that we're never wrong.
Yeah,
Okay.
I heard that.
All
I
right,
heard that.
so that tells you that we've laid the ground rules here.
yeah, we're never wrong.
They need to bring the song back along with the flag. Come on.
Oh. Okay. All right.
You're just un-American right now, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I'm just unpatriotic.
Don't act like you don't have one on your porch right now.
Don't tell people that I don't. I do not have. Oh no. You better fix that right now.
I'm sorry. She does not have a Confederate
No.
flag on
No.
her porch, okay?
Get me canceled.
The tornado blew it away. Go ahead.
I'm gonna walk out. I'm done.
So go ahead and play
God.
play the new one. See, everything ain't better new. It ain't. Just leave the old one alone.
By the way, fun fact, they changed the song 2021, I think, which is when they also changed the flag.
Mhm.
Fun fact, both of us submitted a flag design because we're flag
do.
designers.
We're not flag designers. We're graphic
I mean, we're
designers.
graphic designers. My bad.
Come on, woman. I don't just design flags all day.
We made it through to the second round.
How many flags can you really design to be a flag designer? I'm just saying.
I mean,
you know.
we
I
can make
don't-
our own flags.
I mean, we could. Hoot and Holla flag.
We make. I mean, this is
You
a
know, Hoot and
banner,
Holla
which is
flags.
basically a
It
flag.
is. You know what I'm saying?
We can make cougar flags.
I think we should make a new Confederate flag, but go ahead.
Done with you. All right.
I feel very much like I'm at a funeral.
Very churchy.
They didn't need this.
And this is Steve Azar, by the way.
Shout out to Steve
He's a
Azar,
country singer.
but what I'm saying is, don't bring back that Go Mississippi.
Come on, start singing.
Fertile fields of flatlands and hills raised by anything, whatever a farmer can dream. Slug burgers, shrimp bowl, catfish fried up in oil. Oh, good gosh almighty, just a husk of hot tamale now.
Good gosh almighty.
Now that's Mississippi.
It's Mississippi.
America's music birthplace, where rock and roll was made out of our gospel and blues and that pure country tune.
I mean, it's all right.
I don't like it.
It don't sound like a state song. It just sounds
It
like
don't
a
make me
country
get up
song.
and want to move, Mississippi.
It's Can I do it?
Yeah, go ahead.
From cold water to hot coffee. Let's get moving, Mississippi.
If y'all don't know what she was referring to, it was a campaign, I guess, to help.
Because we're one of the fattest states in the country.
Yeah.
They're like, get moving, Mississippi.
Boom. On the floor. Yeah. Somebody just made a mess.
It's fine.
It's cool.
fine.
But yeah, they had a campaign about it, and they was who was that saying that?
It was, wasn't it it was the governor at the time. So before Tater Tot was Phil I can't remember.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, because we keep up with that.
Yeah.
You
I know
know,
his face. I can't
That's
think
why
of
we're
his
not
name.
conservatives. We don't keep up with that kind of thing. But
He was a
need-
white man, an old white man.
we just need to bring back the Confederate flag. I don't know why we're having this
God.
debate. Like, it needs to be back. I mean, it is like, hit me right here, you know? You know what I'm saying? The Go Mississippi song is far better by leaps and bounds.
Leaps and bounds.
Yes. You know, he's talking about frying fish and some oil. Like, what that has to do with the mockingbird or the magnolia.
Or the Mayflower. You just said Mayflower.
I was going to say the Mayflower. My bad. Or the magnolia, flower and tree. Okay.
Yeah. The state flower is the same as the state tree.
Yeah.
Which is
So
funny.
Go Mississippi is the better song.
Mm-hmm.
There is no debating this.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all drop down in the comments and tell her that the Go Mississippi song is better and more of a full spectrum of the life of Mississippi and the Mississippians that dwell within. It's just better. That's Mississippi at the heart.
I'd just like to point out,
Okay.
we do not have all dirt roads. We do have indoor plumbing. That's a common misconception. Not everybody wears the stars and bars proudly. Like the Confederacy is still alive.
Come on now.
Oh my God.
It's just some things that we ain't gonna never stop seeing, and that's that flag.
No,
it's gonna be here.
It is. It is what it is.
Not knocking it. You know, that's what you like. You know, that's up on you. Yeah. That's all your business. Well, speaking of like paved roads, though, there is still a lot of roads that are not paved.
Yeah.
I went down one the other day, and I was like, I ain't seen this much red dirt in a while.
There's got to be something for country singers to sing about.
I mean, I know it. What if besides beer, they wouldn't have nothing to sing about?
They gotta have the roads,
dirt back roads, pickup trucks, and beer.
Jesus,
number one country song in the country right
Jesus, my dog.
Yeah,
my wife cheated on me.
Is that it? Oh yeah, tailgating.
Yeah,
yeah. That's it.
Beer.
Mm-hmm.
America.
That's it. That's the formula.
The formula.
If you want to know how to make a good country song, you need those elements. You know, these are also Southern elements.
Yeah,
that we partake in.
Yeah,
except for beer, because you know I hate that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right. Let's end on a good note.
Okay.
What do you like about being here?
You want me to speak from the Mississippi standpoint or just from a Southerner?
Either way.
I mean, it's one and the same.
Ish.
I guess so.
Ish.
I like the simplicity.
Yeah.
I've lived here my entire life, so it's all I know. But I've experienced life in bigger cities. My brother lives in Memphis. And although I like the big city because of what's available far as activities and things to do.
Yeah.
Because you don't generally have that in rural areas or in small towns like I'm from. And so I like that living in rural areas, but I like being able to drive out into the city. But I don't think I really want to live there just because it's too much hustle and bustle.
Yeah.
Too much noise and interactions. It's like to walk outside and hear nothing but wind and birds chirping and stuff like that. It's so serene. It's nice. You don't hear, gunshots or just, you might hear some loud pickup trucks around here, but somebody put the pipes on the truck. But that's about it. It's just so peaceful. And, you can really come home and just relax in most parts, unless you have a chaotic house.
Yeah.
But
and that's on you.
That's on you. Maybe
you made those choices.
Yeah, you made those choices and you're here now. Sorrows, blessings. Prayers, sorrows. I like the simplicity. That would be like the number one thing I would say.
Yeah. I like all those things. And, I live out here in the middle of nowhere, so I got to drive 30 minutes to go.
You got to fill up twice. Go ahead.
Anywhere at all. But at the same time, like on the weekends and stuff, when I want downtime, it's like, if I want to walk out on my front porch in my underwear, I could, and nobody's going to see me. I can just do what I want. I don't have to get permission to have a yard sale or burn a bonfire out front or whatever. It's just kind of nice and people stay to themselves. But at the same time, especially down my road. I've lived here my whole life. I mean, I moved away, but I came back. I know every one of my neighbors. I went to school with their kids. I grew up playing with their kids out here in the summer. Like, we all know each other.
Right.
Anything weird goes on, everybody's phones are, hey, did you see this weird truck that drove through everybody? Y'all see that? Or, my favorite, lock the doors and shut your blinds. The Jehovah's Witnesses are coming around. They just hit my house. Everybody play dead. Like, pretend you're not home.
Oh, goodness.
That's my favorite.
We don't do that around my house, but okay. All right.
The last thing we want to do, and we want to start doing this because everybody's always looking for new recommendations and things.
Yeah. So, and this will be consisted of maybe a new podcast or a series on TV or maybe an Amazon find, just our recommendations. And today's recommendations are going to be
just happen to be
TV series.
Yeah.
So, or I wouldn't say Netflix series. Anyway, just a series.
Streaming series.
Yeah, that's what that'd be
neither
better.
of us pay for TV.
No.
Mine is Love and Death on HBO Max or just Max or whatever it's called now.
Yeah.
On HBO. Love and Death. It's a true crime story dramatized, turned into a series, a limited series. And it's got the Olsen sister that was in all the Marvel stuff. I can't think of her name. Anyway, yeah, it's really good, very well done. It's very dramatic, and it ends on a cliffhanger, and that's driving me nuts. So,
and so it's just one. Is this the first season?
It's the first season. There's definitely going to be another.
Okay, you hope, because there's nothing worse than watching something, finding something good, and like, okay, I can't wait for next season. Then find out that they never made another
canceled.
Season. It's like, the heck. Now, somebody need to come up with at least 2 more episodes to finish all my thoughts here.
I know.
Come on,
hate
guys.
that. I hate it when that happens.
Mine, if you didn't catch the reference earlier, is Queen Charlotte. So,
love it.
So I never have watched Bridgerton, but I saw Queen Charlotte. I heard some other people say it's pretty good. So I was like, let me watch it. Oh my word. I called her one day. I don't know why I was laughing so much. It is what I needed in my life.
It was great.
Queen Charlotte she's
a gangster.
I love her.
She is hardcore.
I'm so upset that it's not real. I want her to be my queen.
I know. She is badass. I love her.
But when she has when it's supposed to be like a sympathetic moment, she's like, Saros, press.
Blessings, press.
I love that. I was like, I'm finna start doing that.
She's just like rolling her eyes, Saros, press.
Saros. Because it was like, when her soul was upset about the daughter passing, it's like, Saros, press.
But we need another heir. And he's like,
Saros, press. I love it. It's so good. It's on Netflix. Check it out. If you even haven't watched Bridgerton, you can still enjoy it because it doesn't affect the story of anything.
Now, you'll recognize the characters more.
Right. It's giving backstory.
But other than that, you could have watched this first and then gone to Bridgerton and not missed anything. It's really good.
I want to go back and watch Bridgerton. And I started watching a little bit of it, but I'm going to have to go back because I wasn't paying attention. But Queen Charlotte on the Netflix is a must watch. It's only 6 episodes. Yeah, I think 6 episodes. So it's not very long, but it's still a really good quality 6 episodes.
Yes.
I don't know if they will do anything else with it. I don't see how they could because you've given pretty much the entire backstory.
I need them to do a whole thing on Lady Dansbury.
Yeah, that would be a good one. Yeah, because she's got more depth, and you learn a little bit more about both of them because it is their backstories on how they became friends and how certain things became to be, how she became Lady Danbury and so on and so forth. But
it's really good.
It's really good. So check that out. All right, so that's all we got for today.
Hope you enjoyed your education about the state of Mississippi.
Yeah, we learned a little bit, laughed a little bit. As usual, just a bunch of shenanigans sometimes. But we thank y'all for tuning in. We love y'all. Have a blessed weekend.
Good week.
Holla, y'all.
Holla, y'all.